Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Now in today's video I'm going to show you the full process from start to finish of buying a designer handbag on Vestiaire. Right, so if you're not already familiar with Vestiaire, then I'm going to tell you a little bit about the website. So it's a French company and they were founded a few years ago. I think they saw a bit of a gap in the market for people wanting to buy second-hand luxury goods, or they call it pre-loved, which I quite like. Now, Vestiaire stands apart from other websites which are similar, eBay being one, because they can guarantee authenticity. So it makes the buying process slightly longer, as you're about to see, but in my opinion that makes it 100% worth it, because unlike sites like eBay, you're not going to get conned for buying fake goods. So I've used Vestiaire quite a lot over the years. If you've seen my designer handbag collection video, then you'll have seen that I do own quite a few handbags which I have purchased through the Vestiaire site. But today, I'm on the hunt for a new bag. Now, this bag, you guys are witnessing a little bit of history here, because this bag is actually going to be my Christmas present from Simon. Now, today's date is actually Sunday the 7th of January 2018, so this Christmas present is a little bit late, but I'm going to explain a little bit more about why, because with Vestiaire, you can't just go on there and immediately find the handbag that you're looking for, especially if it's something of a super high value, or if you're looking for something really specific, they're not necessarily going to have it straight away. And so because Simon's spending quite a lot of money on this handbag, I needed to make sure that this handbag was the absolute right handbag for me. So I've done quite a lot of scouring on Vestiaire over the last few weeks, even for about a month prior to Christmas, and I hadn't quite found the right bag, but I have now found it, and I'm hoping that this is going to go smoothly and that I am going to actually get this bag and show you guys the full process. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to record my screen so that you guys can see what I'm looking at, and I'm going to share the entire process of making an offer on this bag and hopefully receiving it in a few weeks, and I'm going to do an unboxing and a review. So let's get started. Right, so what I'm going to do is open up the Vestiaire website. Here we go. Now, you can sign into the Vestiaire website with Facebook, so you don't need to have a new account. But it does actually help if you sign up for a new account, because as you will see in the top bar here, you can enjoy £20 off your first order over £200 with this code. Now, I know that this might not always be displaying on the website depending on when you're watching this video, but it is always a good tip when you go on the Vestiaire site to check out the top bar, because there are often discount codes, other various offers if you sign up for the newsletter or anything like that. It's always worth having a look just to bag a little bit of extra discount. So this is the homepage of Vestiaire. That's what we're looking at now. So you can see here I'm already signed in. Of course, you guys can sign up for an account or sign in with Facebook if you like. Now, along here, this is my favourite tab. This is the Just In tab, and I am always looking at this. So I always see what's new in today, and here we go. We've got a full page of products here. As you can see, is a mixture of men's and women's. But down here on the sidebar, you can refine everything by your category. Or here you can have a look at just handbags, which is what I normally do. That's primarily what I use the site for. So I'm going to go here into my account, and I'm going to go into my favourites, which is where I've added the bag that I am looking for. And I have actually decided on the bag which I'm going to buy. So bit of a spoiler alert, but I needed to make sure off camera that it was 100% the correct bag. So this is the bag that I'm looking for. As you can see, I've got quite a few here in my favourites list. Now, this favourites list is public, so if any of you guys want to see what I'm on the hunt for, then you can follow me and you can see what's in my favourites. So I think it's pretty obvious to tell that I'm after the timeless Chanel bag in black with gold hardware, and as you can see here, I'm after a vintage version. So I'm just going to click on this one here because this is the actual one that I am looking to buy. So let's have a look at my potential new bag. So this is, I'm just going to head down here to the seller because this seller is a professional seller. So like I was just saying, this is someone that, you know, makes money off Vestiaire for a living. So they're a trusted profile, which bodes really, really well. I know that this is definitely going to be a really good seller to buy from. And what I love most about this particular seller is they are so thorough with their description box. I mean, look at this. Literally, look, they've got a condition rating, which is a 9, and that's why I've actually chosen this bag. Dimensions all in centimetres, the type, if it's got the dust bag, if it's got the serial number and the sticker, the age, which for a vintage bag, obviously you would like a seller to give you the rough age. So this one here is from 1991. And then it also gives you a little bit more information on the material. So a lot of sellers simply state that it's leather, but they haven't stated if it's lambskin or calf skin or, you know, any other different type of leather. So this, obviously being the Chanel Timeless, is made out of lambskin leather. And then down here there's lots of other information to have a look at. Now again, this seller is really good for their images because they take so many. So here we can see the dust bag is obviously a little bit warm, which I'm not so bothered about. Here we have a picture of the bag worn on a model, so you can kind of gauge for size. And then these are the pictures which I actually find the most useful. It's where you can zoom in and really have a look at the corners to see all of the wear. You can have a look on the back to see if there would be any denim transfer. That would probably be more useful on a lighter colour bag, but again, really, really helpful. Here, this is where I want to be looking just to make sure that this is in really, really good condition. Now, obviously I'm aware that this is a vintage bag, so there are going to be signs of wear, but as their description states here, they have conditioned it as a 9, which is in amazing vintage condition, and that's what I was looking for because I know that I'm going to be wearing this bag a lot. So yeah, it all looks good to me, and there's even the serial number in there as well and the sticker, and that is in such good condition, so I'm really excited about this bag. Now along here on the side you can follow the price reductions. So if perhaps you find a bag that you like, you're not really prepared to pay that price, maybe it's been on there for a couple of weeks, you're thinking this seller may well reduce the bag, you can follow those. You can create an alert for an item, so if you're looking for something, like I said, really specific, you can create an alert, and that allows you to set up a notification which can go to your email or directly to your phone if you have the app. And that will come up as a notification as soon as someone lists that specific item, which I find is a really, really useful tool for Vestiaire, because a lot of items, if they are highly sought after, the Dionysus by Gucci, for example, when that first came out, there was literally a couple that were listed on Vestiaire within a couple of months, and they sold straight away. So if you're looking for something that's really highly sought after, definitely worth creating an alert for. Obviously you can share the item, but you wouldn't want to do that if you're looking at buying it, because you wouldn't want anyone to nip in there and steal your handbag, would you? And then, like what I've been doing, you can also add it to your wish list. Now what I'm going to do, this is the price here, 2249. So what I'm going to do is I am going to make an offer on this bag. Now, this is a little bit risky on my part. I'm making an offer mainly to show you guys how the offer system works, and I'm really hoping, because I've got my heart set on this bag, it is a little bit of a risk because there is a chance that they will decline the offer, which I'm partly hoping they do so that I can show you guys the declining system. But there's also a chance that someone can buy it in the process of me making an offer. So fingers crossed that that doesn't happen. I hope the handbag gods are looking down upon me and saving this bag for me. So let's go ahead and make an offer. So you click on make an offer, this box comes up, it's really, really simple. And it says, this is the negotiating area, so let's make an offer. Okay, so I'm gonna deliberately make a lower offer, hoping that the seller will, of course, decline so that I can show you guys. So I'm going to go in at 2,000, which is £249 below. Now, already 2,249 for a condition 9 vintage Chanel, I personally think is a really good price. So let's go and have a look. Okay, I'm going to send that off. And then there we go, your offer has been sent. Now the seller has 2 days to respond to this offer. So we're just gonna let them mull that over, and I will come back to you guys as soon as I hear back from the seller. Hey guys, so we are now roughly 24 hours ahead of the first part of the video, and I have just received a notification to say that the seller has made a counter offer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go onto my app, onto my Vestiaire app, and I'm going to show you guys how exactly this works. So I'm going to share my phone screen with you guys so that you can see. Right, so I'm just going to go over and open up my Vestiaire app, obviously, and then this is where, once this loads, you can go into your notifications area and just check all of your notifications. So here you'll see there's a lot of notifications for Chanel bags, but there you can see I'm going to click on it. That is the one that says that my offer has not been accepted or declined, but there's been a counter offer. So here we go, you can see all the details of the offer here. So the seller has come back from my offer of 2,000 with an offer of 2,199. Okay, now I was happy to pay full price for this bag, so I'm going to go ahead and accept the offer. Right, offer accepted. Now what I'm going to do is click buy now, because once that offer has been accepted, the bag is still available for someone else at that price to swoop in and buy it. This has happened to me before and it has not ended well, okay? Not ended well at all. So if this happens to you, I suggest you are ready to buy the bag immediately. So I'm going to click buy now. That pops it into your shopping basket, and from there, this is where you can then complete your checkout. Now the good thing about Vestiaire is that there are lots of different payment methods, but there is also the option to pay in installments. This isn't an option that I would use. I believe that you should only buy something once you can fully afford it. I just don't like the whole people getting in debt thing. So I'm just going to pay for it up front, but there is that option where you can pay in 3 installments if you need it. Right, there we go. The order has been completed. Congratulations. Bought myself a Chanel. Well, Simon's bought me a Chanel. Very, very exciting. Right, so if you scroll down to the bottom here, it just says what the next steps are. Now, obviously, I've bought from Vestiaire before, so I kind of know how this works. So from here, an item is always sent to Vestiaire head office, and that is to be fully authenticated and checked. So they have lots and lots of experts? So they have lots and lots of experts that work for Vestiaire, and they know all of the luxury brands inside and out. So they can fully authenticate this bag, even if it's vintage. They know exactly what to look for, and they check all the serial numbers and everything. So that's what they're going to do, and then I will just wait with bated breath for the next notification to say that it is being checked over. Right, so yesterday I bought and paid for the bag on the app on my phone. Today, we're 24 hours ahead now, and I've received another notification to say that the bag is going in for authenticating. So basically this is where all those experts are going to check over the bag and just make sure that it's 100% authentic, and also that it matches the product description that the seller wrote on their listing. Now the time in between all of these various notifications that you get through once you've completed a sale will depend on the location of the item that you're buying. So the location of the item that I bought was in the UK, which I showed you guys earlier on in the video. It's also from a pro seller, so this means that the whole process will be sped up quite considerably. Now, just as another example, The medium Givenchy Antigona bag that I have, that one was sent from, I think it might have been Italy or Germany, I can't remember. And from start to finish, from buying the bag to receiving the bag, that took roughly 2.5 weeks. So obviously that process was a little bit longer, because once the seller had accepted my offer, and that's what happened, we made an offer on the bag. Once they accept the offer, they then have to send that bag to Paris, where they check the bag over, and then the bag then comes to me from Paris. So depending on how long it takes for the seller to actually ship that bag to Paris, occasionally some people can't be very swift about it, so obviously there's going to be a little bit of a delay there. So just as I'm filming this, I've actually received a notification to say that the bag has been shipped, which is very exciting. So I'm just gonna record my screen again with you guys so that you can see exactly how this works. And basically I'm just gonna open up the app again and show you how exactly you can track your order. So you can always keep up to date with the process of your order, see exactly where it is along the way. So I've opened up my Vestiaire app. I'm gonna go to the Me section, which is of course my account. And then I'm gonna go to My Orders. So once we open that up, we will see on the top there, my first order. We'll open that up. There it is, the Chanel. Now we can expand this a little bit more to give us more detailed information. So there we go. We can see when the order was validated, the receipt of the order, which was the following day. I think probably because technically they already had the item. And then quality control, that one was passed. And shipment, which has just been today, and I've also got a tracking number there, but my phone has actually just buzzed, so I've got a feeling that that's probably going to be DHL. So if we open that up, DHL, yep, DHL Express, blah blah blah, is from Vestiaire, scheduled for delivery 12th of January, which is tomorrow. Oh, that is so exciting. So I've never actually bought an item with a pro seller before, so I had no idea how speedy it was. So this for me is very exciting, that I'm gonna have my Christmas present, which technically is a little bit late, within a week, because that for Vestiaire is so speedy. So it's going to arrive tomorrow. I'm going to do a live unboxing here for you. So stick with me and we will await the delivery of the vintage Chanel. Vestiaire. Hello guys. Something arrived! This has been sat on my coffee table for the last hour while I went to go and get my nails done, and I have been absolutely dying to open this. So, let's get stuck in. Ugh, satisfying. Okay, so it's come in a box, mailing box obviously, and then inside that, just pop that over there. Inside that is a Vestiaire labelled mailing bag, I suppose you would call that. Kind of like what you get your ASOS order in. Let's open this. Okay. Right, just check that there's nothing that we need in there. Right, so here we have, so obviously this is vintage, as you guys know by this point now, so the dust bag is not the newer version of the dust bag, and it's obviously quite a little bit worn. Now this label which is sticking out of the top is the thing which you get on all Vestiaire bags. So this is the label which you will see, which basically explains who it's been checked by, that it matches all verification, exactly what it is. Now with most items you can't actually return them, so you need to be positive that that is the bag you want to buy, otherwise if it's not suitable you'd probably have to resell it. However, with this seller, because they are a pro seller, you get 14 days if you change your mind to return the item, so that's highly unlikely, although I haven't actually seen the bag yet. Right, let's take out the bag. It's so beautiful. It's so lovely. It's in incredible condition, which is obviously why I picked this bag. The corners are in such good condition. It's so cute. It's such a good little size. I didn't want anything bigger than this. This is the perfect size for me. Oh, it smells amazing. Okay, let's open it up and have a look inside. So we've got the little gold clasp here, which obviously is synonymous with Chanel bags. So I'm just going to twist that and open up the flap. Then inside, so we've got this tiny little zippy pocket here. I never know what anyone puts in those pockets. I suppose you could put a pen, but it's literally like an inch deep, so I don't really know what they're supposed to be used for. If they've got an official use and you know what it is, please leave me that information in the comments box below. Okay, so we've got the little flap here, which when you open it up, it's got the red leather lining, which is just, oh, it actually matches the nail varnish, which I always wear, which is a really, really dark red. Now they've actually padded the bag out with one of these little air-filled bags, so I'll probably keep that in there when this is not in use because of obviously the value of it. And then here we have an open pocket, which again has got the red leather lining in. And then here, this is obviously the main compartment of the bag, but attached to the back there, I hope you can see, there are two compartments, I suppose you could call them, where I guess you could put your phone or change or whatever else you wanted to put in there that you didn't want to put in the main part of the bag. And then right at the bottom, I might have to zoom this in for you guys, do a little cutaway, but there is the serial number sticker, which is right in the bottom of the bag, and that is in exact condition as it was pictured. Oh, it's so beautiful. I'm going to take out the chain, the rest of the chain, because obviously this is a longer chained bag. I'm going to do that clasp back up. Oh, it's so beautiful. So I think it's safe to say that I am very, very happy with this bag, very happy with the purchase. Thank you, Simon. And yes, that is the entire process of buying a bag on Vestiaire. Now, as I mentioned to you throughout the video, I've never actually bought off a pro seller before, so I've never tried the returns process. So I'm really sorry, but I can't really comment on the returns process. I'm sure, as with most things with Vestiaire, it is seamless, but if anyone has had any experiences with the returns process, then again, leave us some comments in the comments section below. Right, thank you very much for watching. If you would like me to do a what's in my bag video with this little Chanel timeless vintage, then do leave me a comment in the comments section below. And there will also be a separate video for how to sell on Vestiaire as well. So thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you next time.